Testing. Testing. Please let me know if you can hear me well. My mic seems to be going, but want to make sure it's loud enough for everybody. You might hear me more than once for a second just because I'm trying to see about my audio. I'm gonna turn my mic up just a little bit more. Okay. We should be good. We'll see if some people start trickling in here for a second. See, there's a couple viewers on. How is everybody today? First thing is, I think we're gonna go ahead, get rid of these tortoises. Need a facility over here. Hello, Marvin. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. Things are kind of going slow. For a second. Move these over here. Please. There we go. Rid of that, but not delete it. So I want to use some of that. Okay. So one of the main things I'm going to be working on today, I think, is a Malayan tapir habitat. I think, like I said. This should be enough room for it, but I do kind of want to double check. I had some Aldabra and Galapagos tortoises here, but I felt like it wasn't really the right call. I will show off what else has been built in this zoo in a little bit, but I would like to wait until a few more people are on stream, or at least interacting in the chat before I do something like that. Do Baird's tapir, but probably not going to do that. Blackback jackal is another option, but too small for rhino. Don't want to do anything arboreal here. Crown crane. Yeah. All right, I think we're going with tapir. So basically, as you come into the park, you're gonna have Mwanzo village over here, which I will be touring in a little bit. Got the gift shop on the left, and then there's this just small little trail to the right. Hey, Pangolin. How's it going? Trying to remember if I've got any of your mods installed right now. You've been doing some good work recently. Let's see. Yes, I have your Grevy Zebra. I love your Grevy Zebra. It's fantastic. Oh, and I've got the Tur also for the safari park later. Okay. So I think the most natural thing to do here so far is I'm gonna want to make there be a little bit of a pool for them to swim in down here. So if I do that, it's everywhere. We might take this pool in a little bit so that it goes into this viewpoint a little bit better. Put some of Callum's grasses over at this entrance, well, not entrance, viewing gallery. Some bamboo right there. Double it up. Okay, Malayan tapirs need a lot of shade, so we're gonna have to account for that as we go along. It feels weird doing like fever trees for Malayan tapir habitat, but I oddly like it. Hope everybody's having a good Friday so far. Just saw a real pangolin yesterday. Where'd you see it? I have seen white-bellied pangolin in Brookfield Zoo before. Very interesting animal. A rare one too, so it's always a treat to be able to see something like that. We're gonna have white-bellied pangolin in this zoo. Having a good Friday. That's good. It's funny because Good Friday in the Christian tradition is coming up, but not here yet. And whenever I hear Good Friday, that's the first thing that I think of. I don't know. It should probably be deeper, right? Yeah, that barely fits a whole pangolin. I mean, pangolin, Malayan tapir underwater. So I want them to be able to dive. Well, not dive. You know what I mean. Not dive. But like actually swim and not just wade in the water. That's better. Chinese pangolin. Oh, I'm jealous. That's cool. Okay, so this is what I had over here before. that still work? Let's load a tapir in here and see what it looks like. Because there's a difference between seeing a still animal inside a habitat and seeing one actually moving around. Malayan tapir. Let's see if we can get a bigger one. Yeah, there we go. 50% is fine. That looks pretty good. Now I feel like the palm trees are kind of out of place in there. Okay. Let's top him over here. See how this looks. That's cute. I feel like maybe could use some shade over here. Let's go Yorkshire foggrass. That might be too big. I promise I have interesting things to say. I just want to talk to people. There hasn't really been any news as far as the DLC goes, so it feels a little redundant to talk about that because we already talked about that last time. I am officially commissioning the Pinkback Pelican mod. I'm putting my money where my mouth is, and heard about that last time. My plans for the zoo. Again, like I said last time, they're kind of up in the air. I'm kind of going off of vibes. Hello, Rick. So basically, my plans, more or less, is I'm doing more of a zoo over here, and then over there is a safari that's part of the zoo. So this is a safari park. This is basically the reboot of Cedar Lake, yes. So last time I said, what am I looking forward to the most? I think the sake, if it truly is a sake, which I think it is. I'm also looking forward to a flamingo. I hope that it is an American flamingo rather than a Chilean. And I'm excited for bighorn sheep too. I'm gonna have an Andes section, I think, in this zoo, like I did at the end of Cedar Lake, with a little bit more theming. And so having the rhea is gonna be good for that. And now that we've got a spectacled bear, that's great. But yeah, overall, I'm kind of following the vibes with this zoo. I have a long list of animals I want to include, but I'm not overzealous to start to make plans, because last time I got really ahead of myself in planning. And then people were asking, where's this thing? Where's this thing? Where's this thing? I'm just like, I don't want to build that anymore. Or I deleted that. I do use modded animals in this zoo. I don't use modded pieces. I say, as you can see, a different colored fever tree. But that, however, is the reskin remaster kind of mod. It's not actually using a modded piece. I want this zoo to be available on the workshop, but we've got a decent amount of people now. I'll go ahead and take you guys through. So over here is Mwanzo village, and Mwanzo means beginning. This is a ambassador area, so you come in and right away there's some ambassador demonstrations going on. So first thing, we've got the Kirk's Dik-Dik habitat. You can see one of them right there. Need to add some signage in here. And then over here, first modded species you'll see is the southern ground hornbill. So the idea with these ambassador habitats is that you've got a display area, or like a demonstration area, and then you've got a habitat that you rotate who's on exhibit and who's in the demonstration. So some days you might have the Dik-Dik in here, or even some hours you might have the Dik-Dik, and then later on you'll come back and instead it'll be the ground hornbill. In here, this is not quite done. Got some reptiles and amphibians that'll be in these little boxes. And we've got Cake's Great Blue Tarraco. Oh, there it goes. Hello. Wait, there it is. Flying through, and they swap out for the Batilure eagle, which is just egg pieces right now, but I'm hoping in the near future that we can get a Batilure commission out there. Over here we've got sulcata tortoises, and this is probably the part over here that I'm most proud of. The amphitheater for animal shows. So right now they've got a secretary bird on display. And he's just standing there, perched on the little log. Doing a good job being an ambassador. And I'll take you guys over to the safari, because I kind of scrapped what we had done last time. Yeah, no, there is the Eagle Commission thread and Battleur is in there. It just is going to be a while, I think, before Cake will even consider those. So, you got the Leicester Flamingos here. I might have changed them just a little bit. Oh, what? What in the world? Come on down, everybody. Here we go. Okay. All right, so let's take a look at the safari area so far here. You've got some springbok and an ostrich over here. Slow things down a bit. Waterbuck, giraffe, impala, ostrich. You can see some Grant's gazelles in the back and some plain zebras. Oh, those aren't impala, those are lesser kudu. There are impala over there. And then some zebras. More waterbuck and gazelles. Got some rhinos and roan antelope. Oh, there's a Watusi. Got Bontabak over here. Thank you. Got some greater kudu over here. This is so in development. Nyala, wildebeest, even got an albino one. Thompson's gazelle, fringe-eared oryx, impala. But I kind of got a little burnt out on it, just because it can get really tiring to build the same kind of areas over and over. I was talking with Leaf and Nicholas Lionrider and Stoppable San about like working in little boxes. So this was like the first area that I did that you can almost kind of see. I tried to hide it a little bit, but there's like a box area here that they were like, yeah, trim it down to just about this much and then work with sightlines. And so that's been fun. The elephants here are going to connect to an elephant habitat that you can see from up here with the safari in the background. But we've got a long way to get there. So back to the tapir. Thanks, guys. Really appreciate it. Yeah, African ungulates are like some of my favorite animals, period. And so, a safari park is like a perfect project for me because I just want to include as many of them as possible. So like, there are probably even going to be repeats from the safari and the zoo area. You'll see some animals, like I'm going to probably put Maasai giraffe over in the zoo area so that it's at least a little bit different than on the safari, which has the reticulateds. Oh yeah, this is cool. I like this. Yeah, I was working on this as a tortoise habitat last night, and then it just wasn't working for me. I think purely because it was just tortoises and a hill. Which this is kind of just tapir in a hill, but at the same time, I don't know, it feels a little bit different. I don't know if this is worth having in here or not, really, but thought I would try it out. Let's see. Yeah, I'm 100% comfortable if, like, I'm thought of just purely as, like, oh, Forge? Yeah, he makes a lot of African stuff. Because, really, that's the theme that speaks most to me. Over the past week, just kind of for fun, I've started learning a little bit of Swahili on Duolingo. Not enough that I would say anything here, but it's fun. I guess I'm kind of the way that some people are about, like, some Americans are about Japan, but, like, with Africa. I like this. I think we're gonna move this back a little bit. Penguin, were you the one who made the South American fur seal? Because I'm thinking instead of having California sea lion in the zoo, I'm gonna have Cape fur seals from South Africa. Or I might have South American, I don't know. I'm just gonna go for non-American pinniped like that. Yeah, South American. Which I think they might be close enough that no matter if I do want South American or South African, I might just use that mod because they look close enough. At least to me. That's one of those species that it's like, oh, I'd really love if somebody made it, but I'm not gonna put money towards that thing because there's so many options to essentially do the same thing. Yeah, I don't blame you. I've tried multiple times to make like actual animal mods instead of just the joke ones I've made before, and it's a pain. And like trying to make the Speaks Gazelle, even though that's like a super easy one in terms of model to work with, it's just like, no, I'm good. No, thank you. Okay. Need to flesh this. Oh, what the heck? That was weird. Flesh this little area out a bit more. Yeah. Well, I haven't downloaded it yet, but it looks like you did a good job, all things considered. Yeah. That makes sense. Well, good on you for pushing through. All right. What now? Probably gonna want like some sort of seating area and a little restaurant right here. Everybody keeps asking. I'm tentatively working on that. I know people were still looking for that. It's difficult because what do I have the Black Rhino remaster installed? Yeah, so like NARS already has that coloring to it, and mine just looks kind of washed out. The only thing that I feel like mine really has over anything is just having the doled out horns instead of the pointy ones. So I don't know. But my plans for this zoo, again, they're kind of tentative right now. I know I need a lot of African animals. I know I want to do an Australia section. I know I want to do kind of a more general jungle section rather than just your average, oh, it's a Congo section, oh, it's a Indonesia section, oh, it's an Amazon section. I think I do want to kind of go San Diego route and the zoo, not the safari park. Just have kind of a bunch of different rainforest animals. Which, I don't know, it could be this way, that all that stuff is, but that's like exactly what it is for San Diego. So I'm kind of wondering about it over here instead. Let's see. So, I don't know. I feel like I've seen wild black rhinos are the ones that have the sharp horns, but captive black rhinos are different. So forest buffalo is something I might do. Ooh, African leopard could be cool, but there's plenty of places I could put that in this park. I was just saying earlier I had kind of a plan for it. Probably tiger. Orangutan. Capybara. Oh, I didn't download the colobus monkey, the new one. That stinks. I have the langurs here. Throw a black and white colobus in for now. Freshwater croc could be an interesting switch up. Harpy eagle. Rhino hornbill. So I do want a specific Australian area. I'm gonna have platypus and stuff like that, like kangaroos, of course. Oh, I did want proboscis monkeys in this part of the zoo. Sun bear. Sumatran tiger. Gorilla. Okay, so kind of evening that stuff out. We've got gorilla, Congo buffalo maybe. That's more of a stretch though. This is not its display. I'll sort my stuff out like this before working on areas, just to kind of get my mind set ahead of time of what I need to do. Giant anteater. Spectacle caiman. Spider monkey. Okay, so Asia will definitely have the most. I feel like I can take the langurs out of the rainforest section. That might be a nice thing to just kind of have on its own. But South America, I am working on the walking portion. I've done a little bit of tour in the past if you want to take a look at that. But hi Quentin, hi Vulture. I've got my ambassador animal area over here, which is not quite done, but when it is, I'll be trying to get a video out there sometime in the near future. But yeah, right now I'm trying to get ready to build rainforest stuff. I feel like Africa is not quite right in terms of my selections for that. What am I missing? Maybe hog. Spotted necked otter could be cool, because I've already got so many Asian animals. There's enough places that the Red River hog could go, and I'm doing a dedicated Madagascar section. So I think this is fine. The question is, where will it start? I think we're just gonna go ahead and make it kind of over here. Okay, so what do you guys think? Do I do it by animal type, like continent, throughout the rainforest section, or do I kind of jumble them up and kind of go back and forth? What do you think? Regions. Okay, so what should I start with? Australia's got the fewest, but actually, if I do this right, I can have Australia lead into like the actual Australian section. So I think then actually, that's a good point. What about cassowary? Okay. So I think we'll start with South America. Put these over here for now. Drag the dragon's den over. And let's get some height variation. Vulture, I don't know. Your guess is as good as mine. Well, my guess is a little bit better than yours, but I'm very early in the process of this zoo, so I'm just following the vibes, man. Like I said before, I have animals I want to build for. We'll see how it pans out. I need to find some good entrances. Like, how does the hidden jungle at the safari park? Hidden jungle, San Diego, zoo chat. Entrance. No, Lost Forest. Okay. So let's open up Indonesia. I want a cool name for the jungle area. That's not just something that's been done before. Because, like, you've got Hidden Jungle and Lost Forest over at San Diego. Jungle Journey. I don't hate that, but it's not speaking to me. Oh, the music cut out. Sorry. I don't think it's far off. Jungle Odyssey, Rainforest, Tropical. World of Tropics. Could go the Bronx route and just call it Jungle World, but that's a cop-out. Indo-Malayan realm for his. Yeah, Wyatt has, oh gosh. Is it just the Indo-Malaya pavilion, or is it something else? I feel like he did something more complex than that. Sign. No. Oh. Hi T-Rex, welcome. Hawthorne is pretty eccentric, yeah. Adventure vibes. That's a good call. I like that. I like the vibe. Indiana Jones. Kingdoms of the Rainforest? Like, Kingdoms of the Rainforest isn't nothing, I will say. Treasures of the Hidden Temple. No, because like Roger Williams has Faces of the Rainforest, which I think might be actually closer to what we're getting to. Legends of the Jungle. Legends of the Jungle. I think that's it. Legends of the Jungle. I'm gonna say it a couple more times to myself, just to like kind of get it or not. Legends of the Jungle. That kind of feels right. All right, see you, Quentin. Enjoy. Hello, Cairo. I don't know if you've been on before. I don't recognize the name off the top of my head, but it's been a while since I've been streaming regularly. So if you're new here, welcome. All right, so now I've got to get a font that says Legends of the Jungle really well. That could work. Oh, well, welcome. I'm working on my safari park right now, and I'm getting started on my Jungles of the World section, I guess you would say. Oh, yeah, the Congo font. That's it. That's what we're doing. Oh, it's gonna be a pain. Legends of the Jungle does not need M. P. Sea Vulture. Legends of the Jungle. Legends of the... Okay, so I think South America might be a good start. Well, good. I'm glad that you're here either way. So we'll start with the South American species. So far, it's caiman, giant anteater, and something else. I might throw ocelot in there, to be honest. I should leave a place for the white-faced saki. Oh, spider monkey, that's what it was. Sorry, I'm kind of all over the place. Legend. Parrots. Ah, oh, that's a good call. Why did I not think of that? So macaws. Macaws are a must. See, I think very little about South American species. I don't know why. They just haven't ever been the most interesting jungle species for me. And so I always need other people to kind of remind me how cool they are. The Spix's macaw. I don't know about the Spix's. I'm using the hyacinth probably. I've got the hyacinth and the green winged downloaded. Jungle. Big Amazon fish with the cam. I wasn't even thinking about fish. Holy cow. See, this is why I need you guys. Okay, I want to get a smaller font for the of the. Maybe not Aracari, but I like the idea of toucan. Yeah, this looks cool. Maybe we'll... What does it look like there? I think I like that better. Okay, Legends of the Jungle. I swear we'll get building soon. Okay, so... had something a while back that might be good for this. Houston's macaw enclosure. South American tapir. I just built for a tapir. I don't know if I want another tapir. Nice job pushing your own mod though. I commend you for that. Okay, let's turn off angle snap. I built this based off of the Louisville Zoo Islands area entry. That was my zoo locally growing up. And I miss that place. Okay, so... Oh, come on, Nick. He built this font with different font piece types, and so I can't just color it all one color. I have to color it more than once. So let's see, this is close enough together. I'll do that. Kind of like the turquoise. What do you guys think? I'll probably make the banner darker. I should probably just have a big jungle aviary in this area, huh? With all the birds that I would need to include. Let's see, what does the marquee look like? I think I like the idea of if those are turquoise, making this kind of like gold. What does it look like if I just turn this? Give me 1 second. All right, let's get back to this. There's the Indonesian bamboo. I feel like if we make this an interesting enough color. Love that, but that's very loud. It feels like the right level of eccentric, but let me see. I like the gold. Ah. want the turquoise, but I don't know if it's going to work with everything else. I don't think the backing is it, though. I'm gonna snap these two together. Let's try. We'll try this. Bamboo. That's too big. That's too big. What about Oceania? That's a bit too big as well. Hello, Roman. Welcome. Man, some of these pieces are just way too big. I hate that. Because that would be a perfect texture. That's not bad. How are you today, Roman? Nice. Nice. Personal projects. Ooh. We getting any Pattaya stuff coming? Oh, good. I'm glad he got it back. Yeah, that sucks that he had it taken. Polar bear exhibit. Yeah, I'm thinking I want to do a polar bear exhibit in this zoo, but I don't know how that's going to pan out. It's always weird doing warm weather polar bears. Okay, trim color. No, it's not located in the midst of Africa. This is probably Texas, but the guy who owns my zoo is really, really big Africa guy, and so he's trying to make essentially like a piece of Africa in America. Yes, still a warm place. I feel like these should be more brown. Yeah, but I don't want to just do an indoor polar bear building. I feel like that's such a cop-out. Oh no, you guys! Oh. This sucks. Yeah, I know San Diego does a really good job with it, which surprised me. Like some of my friends have told me that like ahead of going to San Diego, yeah, it's like one of the best polar bear exhibits in the whole United States. And that just kind of boggles my mind because it's like, in San Diego? The place that's hot, that's San Diego? Alright. Okay. I'm gonna need some vines on this. Take up position snap. The vines right here would probably be something that ends up here on opening day and then like immediately come down because people are like screwing with them. What are these called? Tangled liana. Okay. Good to know. Or let's get some strangler fig things going up. color palette's off somehow. Yeah, I think honestly a huge part of it is just having captive bred polar bears, which I think partially those are just few and far between these days, especially with some of the laws about like you're not supposed to breed some of those kind of animals in captivity. Fat tissue when they're living in a warm. That makes sense, actually. All right, I'm gonna need some foliage around this before I start changing colors even more, because I think that's gonna change a lot for me. Leaf taught me this trick, that the night cow palm is so much nicer when you just add a little bit of the thatch basket type thing to it. Let's see, tropical. King fern is just so huge. The custard apple tree is just an old piece. It's weird how much better, pretty much since the Africa pack, foliage has been in Planet Zoo. Where the tropical foliage in particular from the beginning of the game is barely usable, just in general. I just got a pop-up. Roman is playing Planet Zoo. Because it crashes. Ah, yeah. build it away a little bit just so that I can get some room to test things out. I think so too. It's one of those harder pieces to get to work, I feel like. I feel like I should maybe bring the gate just a little higher too. Let's see. Time to pull up zoo tours. That's actually not super helpful. I'm gonna have to. So it is not just an African jungle build. It is general jungle builds. So for now. See, where did the animals go? This is kind of the tentative species lineup. I kind of feel like I'm giving too little to South America. Oh, right. Macaw. And toucan. That sets it pretty straight. Don't love the palm there. Actually, that kind of gives some decent balance. Ooh. That's tough. You haven't missed much. I am finishing up the arch and trying to figure out where to start. Figuring out if this is really what I want to do or not. I'm wondering what it looks like without that. Trim this down a little bit more. because I really like the balance here. Let's go grasslands. I'm gonna tune the brightness up, I think, on this just a little. Yeah, that's probably best. I do, which is why I don't often play with guests. Okay. Yeah, again, the main way that I avoid that is not playing with guests. I'll almost only ever put them in if I like need them for a screenshot or something. Let's do Noto stop. Yeah, I get that they breathe life into the game, but again, like I almost always play on pause unless it's to look at the animal moving around their exhibit. I build zoos for myself. right, so we've got a little donor thing right here where there'd be a bunch of names if we could write that small. Let's see. Let's go into my Congo assets. I made a bunch of kind of cool rainforest fences. Of this zoo so far, I have not. Well, I did, but it's been a couple, like an hour and a half at this point. So let me back up. All right, so let's see. The park is open. Yep, that's what you were talking about, and I know about this kind of thing. It's not news to me. Okay. So you come through into the park. You've got maps over here, a little food truck, rentals for strollers, lockers. Haven't shown the inside of this yet. This is what I've got so far for the gift shop. What we're working on now. We'll go the opposite direction this time. Got Malayan tapir on this little side trail. Oh, they really like the Malayan tapir, huh? And then this is my ambassador village for shows and demonstrations. This is the Dick enclosure. Need to add some more detail to the viewing gallery. Ground hornbill demonstration. I said earlier, but the habitat and the demonstration area are rotational. So when the hornbill is not being on demonstration, it's in the habitat, and the Dick's over here. Got some little vivariums there, or terrariums or whatever. Great blue Tarocco and Bateleur eagle that switch off. And then the ambassador arena. And then the safari area over here. It was very early on in development, but I like some of the sightlines you can get so far. I will have hippos. I'm thinking of giving them kind of their own micro area instead of just attaching them to the rainforest. Yeah, so these will be coming to the workshop eventually, but the zoo has to be finished and put into a video by Leaf before we do that. But actually, I may steal some things right here. I think this is a great trash can. I love this. I'm so proud of this trash can, which is weird. It's a weird thing to say. I think this is a decent viewing gallery for the hidden junk, or the Legends of the Jungle. But it's a little big. Yeah, that's huge. Nile hippos. I don't really love the way that pygmy hippos look in the game. And sometimes I can find them a little bit underwhelming IRL too. this is a bit intense for foliage. Let's pull just a little bit up here. Turn this into heavy soil. I think maybe. Thank you. I appreciate it. It's gonna take a long time to finish. I got kind of burnt out is a little strong of a word, but I don't know what is the right strength for it. I'm tired of building over there right now, so that's partially what I'm doing over here. Exhibit monkeys with regular hippos. I don't know. I think sometimes this game is the time to do stuff like that because, like, there's not real consequences. Where in real life you're dealing with living creatures. So in my opinion, actually, you know, I might throw Blue Monkey in with the hippos, because I know that's near the top of Cake's list right now. Wonder how much the fluctuation on my stream's numbers has to do with the fact that Pacha is streaming right now. Let's see. Capybara. Giant anteater can share with capybara. This is funny to me. Ooh, I should probably put fruit bats on the trail. Oh, it's probably because the path. Zoo chat. Giant anteater. Bad, bad, bad. Bad. Oh, where's this? Reed Park. Not great. There we go. Okay. It is entirely possible that everything you see past the gate will be destroyed as soon as the stream ends. Just because that's the kind of builder I am. I'll often make first drafts, get unhappy with it. Not Forge singing. Come on. rude. I've been cooking Hawthorne lore, mostly just drawing them, but I am toying with the idea of doing just like a Hawthorne family lore video, because I know some people have been showing interest recently. For the most part, I had been doing stuff over, like I used characters in The Sims to make my lore stuff, but I've started drawing it because I think that it'll come across better that way, and I can be a little bit more dynamic with it. So I have, what, 6 members of the family done, and I've only so far been doing echoes. What do you mean echoes? Have I been echoing? What the hell? There shouldn't really be any reason for that. Give me a second. Is this better or worse? Really hope I'm not like super echoey. This is for capybara and anteater so far, at least. T, are you sure that you don't just have something on twice? Okay, good. I wanted to make sure it wasn't a problem everybody was experiencing. But yeah, like I was saying, the drawings I've done so far of Hawthorne, the thunderous sound is probably the thunder outside. It's kind of stormy out where I am. The lore I've been working on is mostly just the characters I've done so far are only Jack's direct children and their husbands and wives. And he's got a bunch of grandkids, so it'll be a bit before I can share. Also, I should probably be wrapping up somewhere in the near future. Oh, hey, people, yay. Everybody loves capybaras. Yes. Jack's granddaughter, one of his granddaughters, is, surprise, surprise, an anti-captivity activist, which is really weird when literally like everyone in your family is involved in animal captivity as an industry, I guess you would say. But because she is a rebellious teenager, she did try to jump in the orca tank at SeaWorld as an act of protest. But so like for every one grandchild he has like that, he's actually got a couple grandchildren that are zookeepers, well, originally at Cedar Lake, but now at this zoo. One of his granddaughters is an ungulate keeper, and another one is a primate keeper, I think. Let's see. It's kind of funny because like a lot of his children married other zoo people too. So like one of his sons married a girl who's a wildlife photographer, and another one married a like an animal trainer who is basically the head of Ukuzwana's ambassador programs. And then another one of them, his oldest daughter married a veterinarian. And so like this zoo is very much a family affair. Like other people work for the zoo, and I'm gonna try to expand the lore to have some of those characters too. But there's a lot of interconnectedness and things like that. Like Jack's oldest son, Jack Jr. I know, creative. He works in the field doing like anti-poaching and assisting with like confiscations of illegal wildlife trade. And his wife is the one who's a photographer, and so sometimes they will like be gone for long periods of time working in the field, doing research, because the Hawthorne family doesn't just operate zoos, they also operate the Hawthorne Foundation, which is basically like global conservation. And they've got like a whole area that they manage in the Congo rainforest. It's not that big, but big enough that they've got like a gorilla orphanage and stuff like that, and a research center. tagging, collaring elephants and stuff like that for research purposes. And also like doing stuff like I think I said last time of just helping out zoos that are struggling, that are actually able to do so that they are actually able to do conservation work. They've got like a entertainment wing where they do kind of Animal Planet-esque stuff. I think they've done some children's programming in the past. In the lore, like Jack Hawthorne basically had a crocodile hunter era, so to speak, of where he had a TV show. I don't know, it's kind of weird sometimes how much I put into this for it to be like not even part of the gameplay of playing Planet Zoo. But like I've always been a fan of stuff like Marvel Cinematic Universe and Star Wars and just like interconnected stories like that. I used to draw comic books when I was a kid with lots of characters that were all interconnected. And so it just kind of was like a natural extension when I started to do like storytelling with Planet Zoo, that I wanted to make everything super connected and character based. Oh, I scared them off. There's only 4 people watching now. Sad. Oh, fun. Yeah, I made a lot of superhero comics. I was even involved in groups where like multiple people would put their original characters in the same stories. And we had our like own kind of Marvel deal, almost. Thanks. Alright, what? It's not very jungle. What other options do we got? tamarind tree kind of sucks. Eucalyptus is not green enough. Fig tree is too big. Nope, can't use a modded tree. Rainbow eucalyptus is maybe. Oh. Thank you. Thank you. Unfortunately, I think I'm gonna be done. So, it was really great to be on with you guys, and I hope you've enjoyed your time with us. I think the main takeaway that we got today is that we built the Malayan tapir habitat, and got the entrance for Legends of the Jungle. Yeah, I'm sorry. I want to take a break from this before my son comes home from daycare today, so I'm gonna head out. But thank you guys so much for coming around and helping grow the channel. Be sure to like and subscribe, and hopefully I'll have more to share with you guys next time. I don't know if I'll do this every Friday, but this is 2 in a row, so this was fun. So, all right, have a good day, you guys. Bye.